Remember, guys, we did have this report out that IBM would be deploying Slack across all of its 350,000 employees. That had sent shares of Slack up sharply today. So maybe it has something to do with that.
Yeah, you wonder if there's a elaboration or a clarification on the news. I don't know if it would be something related to that or perhaps something else in the works.
I mean, that would certainly be a big one. Let's go to Bob Pisani. He's at the Post. Maybe you can tell us more, Bob, on Slack being halted.
Yeah, and we're getting down to the closing bell here, so it's not clear whether it's going to open exactly. And just heard halted, as you mentioned here, IBM essentially moving workforce to Slack, the entire workforce there, making it their single biggest customer to date. Had a very big move up. And again, when you get an announcement this late in the day, it's not clear. Sometimes they'll try to get it right at the closing bell, but they've got rules here internally that require them to give post notice a little bit earlier. So give us about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll get a better idea about whether we're going to actually get some kind of opening right here at the close. We don't know. We're still waiting. Back to you.
Yeah, it's 350,000 employees. Bob, D.A. Davidson coming out and saying this could add about $15 million to the top line. But more importantly, it's just the idea that if IBM embraces Slack, that maybe sort of these big legacy other companies will. It's not just sort of the newer ones that may latch on.
Well, of course, software as a service now is the main thing. And of course, any company that can use that kind of leverage to reduce their overall costs, particularly their internal costs, that's going to make a big difference. And that's why we see software as a service as such a gigantic business that's out there right now.
It also, Brian, counters the criticism that Microsoft and its very aggressive Teams platform, which is a competitor, isn't going to just take all the Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 businesses and the well-established players. It doesn't get bigger and more established than IBM. So it runs counter to the, Slack is just for startups, and also that Microsoft is eating their lunch.
And the idea, I think, that every one of our viewers and listeners, Michael Santoli, can understand, which is that email is the scourge of humanity.
Right. Right. Now, there's no doubt it's a workaround as well as being kind of a cultural trend going in this direction. By the way, I mean, the volume in Slack shares today, 7 times normal. This isn't just about a contract with IBM, I don't think, in terms of what's behind the stock move.
Wouldn't be nuts.
I don't know what the heck the news is, but my thought is it would have to be something a little more than that.